Ah! Hey! Your favorite armor guy, Kaonashi here, and I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of a Gothic Cuirass? And no, I do not mean those awesome goth that we love so much, but more or less the Gothic architecture and armored plating. And if you haven't, let's talk about it. The Gothic Cuirass was formerly founded within Augsburg, Germany, by the great and awesome Emperor Maximilian of the Holy Roman Empire. High Gothic armor would see use throughout the late medieval ages, or rather the Dark Ages, as well as the beginning of the Renaissance, seeing use between the ages of 1467 and 1515, as the medieval age was more or less dying out due to innovation. What defines Gothic architecture, let alone armor? And the simplest way to put it is the utilization of convex curves and narrow light. Or in other words, curves and shadows. Straight up curves and shadows. Like the hedgehog. Much like you see on the chapels of Notre Dame, they use a lot of curvature. Very, very beautiful curvature, as well as highlighting the shadows. Unlike their Roman counterpart, who highlights, dare I say, the light and space. With occupying a lot of that space and putting the emphasis on shadows, you create such beautiful, beautiful designs. When referring to the ethnic group of people, the Gothic peoples just referred to the earliest Germanic people, in particular the Scandinavian people of Scandinavia. But I digress. High Gothic armor in particular, as you can see, utilizes these curves that a lot of architectural components use as well. Very, very, very beautiful. You see within the gauntlets, as well as the greaves and the legs. And these arches are called fluting, armor fluting. Though primarily a major artistic piece that a lot of nobles and blacksmiths often seek out, there's also a physical attribute to wanting to flute, which is making the plate more resilient. It's strengthening the plate due to compressing the metal within itself to create these ridges. And when creating these ridges, you create more of these angles for blows from enemy weaponry to glance off and bounce off and ricochet. Which is, fucking awesome. It also reduces cracking. You never want your cuirass to crack on you. It would quite literally be Jover if it did crack on you. But the cuirass itself is made of 2 riveted plates, a double placard that rises to the center, a chest plate that sits beneath the gorget, and as well as a very important mark besides the fluting is its high waistline, giving the High Gothic Cuirass a nice profile. Other than that, the most notable figure in making High Gothic armor, and rather this High Gothic Cuirass, is Lorenz Helmschmied. What can I say? It's just beautiful. Thank you, Maximilian. And thank you, Germany. Other than that, the cuirass itself can be seen being paired with a gorget to provide extra neck covering, and you can see somewhat like a lock to have that gorget set into place. And this is mainly used for salets. And I have my choice words for salets, as I'm not particularly fond of them, but dude, when paired with High Gothic armor, is it so cool. It's so cool. But other than seeing use within combat, later on throughout the Renaissance, because of the invention of guns and ballistics being researched and utilized, more or less, the armor would begin to fade out, as I mentioned prior, and more or less become a artistic piece and a show of wealth. I like High Gothic armor. I think it's beautiful. I hope you think it's beautiful too. My name is now Kaonashi, your one and only favorite emo skeleton man talking about armor. And if you like what you hear, subscribe for more.